All right, welcome in everybody. This is kind of a bonus stream bonus for the launch of Gold Adventure Gold. They had a little bit of delay, I guess, with something on the Steam approval, but it's gone live not too long ago. In full transparency, I've had a bit of a press preview for a few days, and I've played around a little bit in it. So I am on that version, so I may be in a slightly different version than whatever is currently live. This is a very cool title. I've checked it out a couple times during Next Fest. I did, I think, a couple videos and a stream. I like it. I think it's really cute, and we're gonna check out and see how it's doing so far. I did do a test game all the way through and was able to complete a game just fine, so that's looking pretty good. Hey, Dorby, how's it going, man? Hiley says, does this game have anything to do with gold? Gold and maybe a little bit of adventure. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna just give people a second here. It's kind of a last minute thing. I was gonna do it a little earlier in the day, and they had that little snafu, so I kind of wanted to wait till I was sure the game was live before we went live. And make more delicious coffee. So the base idea of this game is we're gonna have a little adventure town, and we're going to recruit heroes. This is kind of down the lineage of, say, Majesty, where I cannot directly select my unit and tell them to go attack something. I can only try to influence them by putting markers on the map and offering bounties. I can build certain buildings, etc., etc. So very Majesty vibes. So let's hop on in there and see how they're doing. So we're gonna do a new game here. Apparently I am level 18. I have played a little bit, as you can see. We'll do a new game. I am going to do the wave defense. This is the version that we saw in all the other versions we've looked at before. They have added this new colony, which is endlessly expand. I haven't really played around with this too much. For my purposes, having a definitive end is kind of nice. And they do have a tutorial. I believe this has been brushed up a little bit since before, but I have not gone into it. So we're going to do wave defense. We need to survive 6 days, defending against incoming waves of undead hordes led by vicious boss monsters. We're going to build a city that will be able to withstand 6 days of the hellish nightmare. Well, don't tempt me with a good time. New, since we looked at it before, is Pebble. So this is our god beast. This is like some sort of mystical creature that we're raising. Before we had Sphinx, and he's cool and derpy. And now we have Pebble. Pebble is a rock with a face painted on it. Are you sure it's even alive? And we have Sphinx, a young Sphinx, an immortal being of legend, presumed extinct. Where did you find it? For our purposes, I think we're gonna do Pebble. We've done Sphinx before. I did him in the test game. He's kind of cool. I like the design when he grows up. 5 nights at Fantasy, 6 nights at Fantasyville. So we're gonna use Pebble here. I am gonna need to move my camera already. I do know that, so let me immediately go do that. I unfortunately did not set that up. Let's go here, and then we'll have little babble today. I'll be right above the gold, right where I should be. There we go. Lock that in place. Okay, there we go. So this is our starting place. We start with our main building here, the castle. This is something that we can upgrade, and it will unlock various things as we do. If this gets destroyed, we lose. So we want to make sure that we've kind of buffered out from here somewhat. We know about a dungeon, at least. There's usually more than one on the map. This is where the waves will spawn. The waves spawn as soon as night falls, we'll get a wave. They are tamed down from what we had before. Before, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Between making those a little bit more tame and slowing down the combat a little bit, it feels a little bit better than it did before. Otherwise, I like the effect here that the world is super curved. You can get that effect as I go forward, which is pretty good. Just an interesting effect rather than a flat map. I'm zoomed out as far as I can right now, and you can zoom in really close to look at the detailed characters, etc. So that's that. The first mechanic to know about is we have these perks. So I suppose we're going to count this as I guess this would be a roguelike, because I don't think I carry over any progress between runs, but we're going to have these keys that when we use a key, we get 3 perk choices. Now, they could be buildings, they could be upgrades, they could be all kinds of different things. Or spells. Spells is another big one. One piece of feedback I do have, in my test game I did this morning just to make sure everything was up and running, I could not draw any more guilds. I had 2 guilds the entire 6 days, and I spent all my money re-rolling. I wish it was a little bit more weighted towards being able to make sure you can keep getting guilds, because I think it's more interesting to build different types of heroes than having to build 3 warrior halls and 3 monasteries. So right off the bat, we have wise wizards to help defeat your foes. We have holy Muadins to smite your foes, or spearmen. You know what? I have not played with the mages, so I'm going to take the mage. This is a bit of a risky grab because this is a range and I don't have any melee characters yet, but let's grab that. Okay, our next key, we start with 3 of these. Okay, zombies or spearmans, angels and heroes. Now, I know a long time ago, this was like a death sentence because it would make fallen angels attack you. I believe they fixed that. You know what? We're gonna chance it. Well, or zombies. Zombies are kind of cool too. There's also a new unit in the warrior hall, which I would like to show. They should mention it here that you get sunflower knights from this also. You know what? Let's take the zombies. So we have wizards and zombies. And one last pick. And see, I didn't get another guild here, which is what I would have preferred. So we could have our tax collector move faster. We could raise a revenant, a dark spell that conjures a skeleton who attacks indiscriminately. The more corpses in the area, the more powerful the summon. Or we could collect bonus gold when we have 500 gold or less in our wallet. I'm actually going to chance a reroll. This does escalate in price. I don't know if it was my feedback, but one of the feedbacks I did have in previous versions was this really needs a reroll. So at least we have something. I'm not going to be able to afford to do that more than once at the beginning here, though. Okay, perfect. We'll take healers. So we'll have a tank, a healer, and a DPS with what we picked. Yeah, much better there. I'll definitely take that. Okay, next I'm going to hit B. It brings up my buildings right here. You can use the mouse wheel to move around in that. That was something that was a little tricky because sometimes when I would try to click and drag this, I would accidentally build the building, which I didn't want to do. So you can mouse wheel to move that around. Zombies on our lawn. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have the mage tower. Yep, gonna definitely grab that. We're gonna build our crypt. These are our guilds essentially. And the pillar of happiness. Now, I'm going to specifically try to crowd around my main building because, as I mentioned, the lose condition is losing our castle. So we're going to try to avoid that. Another new thing I've seen, there are walls of various types. So we started with a fence. I haven't actually tried these too much, but that would really help to like funnel the enemies if they work properly. Forge, this allows our heroes to buy equipment. I actually gotta watch our money. Oh, yeah, I gotta really watch our money because I did that reroll. Let's actually build the market. Market is gonna give me money. So let's build that. Okay, and then I'm broke, so we're gonna have to give it a minute here. We've got, apparently, Wally is our, let me select it. Wally is our god beast that we selected. So he's got various stats here. He can carry potions with him. He's got, his attack is, what does that say? Claws. And he's got estimated power based on various statistics. He is dauntless and positive. Those are his traits. I can look at the back of the card. Gives us a little bit better breakdown of that. In addition, it will give you like a history of what they've been up to. So he spawned at the castle is what he's done. In addition, for the God Beast, if we click God Beast Room, this is a little bit like maybe Black and White or Creatures if you're really old. As he does various actions, we can reinforce or dissuade him from doing that. So if I wanted him to do lots of repairing, I would brush or give him scratches. And if I didn't want him to do that, I would spray him with the bottle. I'm neutral on whether he does that or not, so I'm going to leave that one alone. But if I catch him like attacking enemies, I'm going to greatly encourage him to attack enemies because this is basically our super combatant, and we would really like it if he would fight people for me. All right, we'll let this play. You can speed up time. I'm not going to do that yet, but we probably will do that at some point. And our various buildings do give us citizens. So we have Dave here, who's one of our builders. We've got Pebble, who's our god beast. We have Stiff Man, who's another builder. And we have Stuart, who is our tax collector, who's apparently sleeping on the job. We don't love that. Get out there and collect me taxes, Stuart. And we'll be building. If I right-click somewhere, this allows me to drop those flags. You do need 100 gold minimum, so I can't do one at the moment. But we can drop exploration, stay away, attack, and there's one called economic. I'll show you when I find a node. Basically, we can tell people to like go there and try to earn money. Okay, we are getting our various buildings. Our market just came in. So in the market, so let me show that again. So in the market, this is going to show us our finances. So we have 2.0 income at the moment. We have no gold in here, no goods, and no income. Dwellers, if there's any characters inside, it'll show you who's here. There are various upgrades. Now we start with a few of these. Those are some of those starting buildings we got. We will get another perk when we generate 3,000 gold. And we can pay gold to pick some of these perks. So we could have a monster economy. All defeated enemies drop additional gold. We have a farming economy. Farms are basically like in Majesty, buildings that will auto build as we expand our town, and they're just taxable buildings essentially. And they'll put out like little gardens that will earn money for us, etc. We have a crafting economy. When buildings produce items, we get additional gold. So right now I can't afford any of this, so that's not going to help us. At the store currently, there are specialty goods, health potions, booze, and rope. The health potions heal, the booze gives morale for dungeon runs, and I believe the rope probably helps in dungeons, but that's just a guess. The tooltip is missing here. Okay, whoop, and I just bumped my other screen. There we go. Okay, and we'll let them build here. I am going to need some money to be able to recruit, so this is my crypt. At my crypt, I can recruit zombies. They start out costing whatever amount. The longer you go without paying their recruitment cost, the cheaper it will get. So right now it's 484. When we come back, it'll be a little less. And I believe they will auto recruit if it gets all the way down. So if you're completely broke, like I am, you could still get heroes, which is pretty bad if that was not the case. I think we will probably start with a zombie or a healer. That's what's actually look. So one thing I did note, there's a little bit of UI weirdity in here. The building itself can have 2 heroes, not 2 healers and 2 angels. So just a little bit of an oddity on that you're kind of displaying the same thing in different ways here. And we've got our mage tower. Piezoelectric defenses. The power of the strange crystal reinforces this tower with an active defense system. Oh, that's cool. I've not used these. Oh, and there is actually 2 characters here. So another new class. We have Druid. Druids are like nature, sometimes sweet and cuddly and sometimes full of wrath and rage. Can fight, support, buff your crops. Decent fighter, decent healer. Buff caster, switches between nice and aggressive mode. Hit them hard enough and their heads explode and make a pretty red flower. Okay, that's cool. And we have the Moth Mage. Okay, another moth race class. Weak old man. After years of learning all those spells, it's finally time to practice them. Powerful mage, likes most bookworms, stronger at night. That's actually nice in this mode since we're going to be attacked at night. Very squishy. That is not nice. So we'll probably grab like one of those. But again, he's starting at 500. If we go back and look at our zombie, he's already down to 462. So I'm going to, I guess, knock us into fast forward here. Unfortunately, because I did that reroll, we can't afford our first hero. So we're just going to have to chill here for a second. Stuart, get to work.
Tax season is here.
It's always tax season in my town, buddy. Get to work. I need that money so we can recruit. Yep. And right now, just this is generating gold because these are not going to generate gold on their own. They need heroes to actually get out and do stuff. What are we down to? 400. We may grab somebody else who would be cheaper. How much is an angel? Nope, not cheaper. All right, while we're waiting, also we have the quest board. Various quests will show up here, and as you complete them, sometimes you get gold. Sometimes, I think most of the time you get a perk, and a perk will give us another role to select more stuff. We'll just let that go. 410, I think that's probably going to do it. Yep. All right, let's get our first zombie. So we'll take a second and he will recruit.
Afraid of sunflowers.
Oh no, you're afraid of sunflowers? I wonder if that actually means that the Sunflower Knights...
Sunflowers.
Yeah, see, sunflowers. I wonder if the Sunflower Knights don't get along with this class. So he's going to go do his own thing. I am going to tell him, would you attack that? So these are border checkpoints. When you destroy these, it will expand the map a little further. So we're going to go ahead and bash that down. And when you destroy the buildings, usually enemies will pop out. So we got some skeletons that came out of that one. But I'm pretty sure our heavy tank plus our god beast can handle it. There you go. If you ever liked classes that only wield a giant shield, the zombie is for you. He's eating grave. Okay, that's definitely something other classes don't do. So when things die, they leave a little grave on the ground. So I'm guessing he was eating those and healing, because I did note his HP was going up pretty fast. So pretty cool. I love when classes do different things or have different personalities. Okay, we got some more money. I would like a healer next. 400. Okay, we gotta wait for one more little tick of money. I just figure having a strong tank and a healer should be a really safe start before we buy squishy people. All right, we'll grab a healer. Falling from heaven, the healer worries about people getting hurt, but not as much as disappointing her parents. Strong healer unit, weak combatant, likes healing others. We'll recruit one.
I'm a professional.
Oh, there you go. She wields like a weird syringe staff, which, yeah, hope you're not needle phobic, I suppose. And then next, I'm gonna get... I think I'm gonna grab a wizard next if I can. 500. Yeah, 16 on the druid. Let's see if the druid actually just auto recruits. Let me actually confirm that for sure. Actually, it may not for buildings that have multiple classes. I'm not 100% certain on that. Hey, we've got Canaman. That is the developer in chat. Well, thank you very much for the preview key. I really appreciated that. I was planning on doing a little more content, but I've been fighting my ISP, unfortunately, so I do feel a little bad about that. So I wanted to get at least a launch day stream. I'm really glad that you guys were able to sort out whatever your Steam problem was there. Yeah, it did auto-recruit the druid. So he got down to 0 gold to recruit, so it just auto-recruited him, so we didn't have to pay. And then I'm going to grab a moth mage, and that will give us one of each of those. And then how much do we need for the... okay, about 300. Okay, so we're actually almost there, and we just got it. And let's recruit an angel. Waiting for things back in heaven to calm down, he uses his opportunity to see the world. A powerful melee fighter caster. Powerful melee mage. Flying. Warning, any town that harbors angels will be visited by powerful angel hunters after 2 days. Oh no. That was my bane in the early access. You know what? Maybe we just get 2 healers in the first building. We'll build another healer hut, and then we'll get some angels once I have the town a little bit more on its feet. That thing, it did recruit. Yeah, it did grab a free druid. And as you can see, okay, so we did hit the night. So a wave spawned out of the dungeon. This first one's not too bad. So you can see they're just over here. They do attack buildings and stuff first. They seem pretty, like, attack the closest thing unless you engage them. So they're not going to beeline my castle, but we do need to kind of watch that. One thing I noticed I don't think is working. I have an option here called Ring the Bell. Makes units in range leave buildings, searching for nearby enemies to hunt. I have not found a way that this actually does anything. Like, I clicked it a whole bunch there. I expect there to be like a sound effect maybe, and then see people running, but that doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. Okay, and let's grab... I want to make sure we get the healer and not the angel. Like I said, those angel hunters were my bane in the preview demos, so we're gonna skip on that, at least for now. Okay, yeah, easily handled. This is a lot tamer than it was in the demo. It does escalate as the nights go on. I do believe you can make the waves maybe a little bit easier if you get in there and actually clear the dungeon, but we're obviously not ready for that at all. Okay, good job, team. And destroy border checkpoint. So we completed a quest. We get 1 perk point. Do you want to spend it? We'll say no. Slay the Rot of Violet will give me 1,000 gold and 1 perk point. One thing I would like, I wish if I clicked on this and I wasn't done with it, I wish it would zoom to where the quest is, if it knows. So we would like to find, if we can. By the way, if you hold shift while you're moving with WASD, it moves a little bit quicker. At least I think it does. Okay, I don't see where that's at the moment, so we'll chill on that. What's my next building? Forge in. Inns will allow your characters to make parties, which is really nice. That kind of groups them together. Forge is the equipment. Let's actually spend our perk points and see what we get. Oh, hey, welcome in, Tanth. All right, just a scratch. When faced with death, adventurers have a chance to survive with 1 HP instead. Likelihood is higher for higher levels. We could get Muadins, or we could get ornate walls. I'm going to grab the classes. I just want to show off as many as I can. So we'll do that. And our second key, Rune of Death, a dark spell that increases power as it slays more creatures. Trade economy. Marketplaces gain bonus gold based on distance to castle. We already built really close. Stores offload old inventory faster. I haven't tried Rune of Death. Let's give that a try. So just like with the heroes, there is a cost in gold to spend your spells. The longer you don't cast it, the cheaper the spell gets. When you cast a spell, there is a small cooldown, or a cooldown at least. So even if I wanted to spend max money, I can't just spam it 20 times. So just be aware of that. Even if you're rich, you can't really go whole hog on that. All right, can I get monastery? No, I need 1,000 gold. In that case, I think I would grab, yeah. He's gonna auto-recruit here momentarily. Yeah, we are maxed out here because we have 1 of each. I didn't actually see the druid. Where is he? Where are you at, buddy? I can't really hide it that way. Okay, that's my zombie. There's our druid. Like a raccoon guy or gal, Lily, exploring. Lily saw Stricken and their face deserved a punch. Prepare for combat. Battle summary. Lily fought Stricken. Lily emerged unharmed. I want to actually see that get in a fight if I can. Okay, let's give them an actual order because they're kind of milling about. Let's go clear another checkpoint. I'm just gonna 100 gold these for now. They're so close, they're pretty likely to just go do it. Okay, another zombie out. I am playing in the faster speed, FYI. I do kind of wish there was like 1 more speed higher. This is the normal speed, which I do like this because I just like looking around, seeing what they're doing. They just do various things like go hang out at the inn, etc., go shopping. But for the purpose of the stream, I'm going to keep it zipping along here a little bit. Okay, we have enough money. I am going to build, again, I feel like heroes, no surprise, are the cornerstone of our economy. So I want to try to get all my heroes out ASAP. New territory discovered. We blew that up. And again, like various things popped out. Let's slow that down. Yeah, I like the slightly slower combat so you can actually see what's happening. Some of the characters, like the rogue, are actually pretty mobile in combat, or the spearman kind of too. And it's just fun to watch them fight. I love watching the like different styles that they do when they're fighting. Ultra capitalism, magic in the air, and it's depreciating. There you go. Okay, monastery. These are like cowgirl paladins. I found these are pretty strong classes. She vows to protect those close to her, but her vows might lead to her downfall. Strong melee combatant, her strikes emit a righteous violence aura, healing nearby units, likes fighting injustice. There also are fallen Muadins. I'm not 100% certain how we get those though. I do know that there was an unlock at, I want to say it was the Forge, where you could change blades. So I'm not sure if one of my Muadins changes classes now, or if I actually just recruit fallen Muadins. Well, basically a dark paladin, essentially. What do you got going on, man? Chilling inside. Obviously, he's got some kind of aura. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, we still have other buildings I have not built. Let's get our forge so that they can start upgrading their equipment. There we go. And then just so I know... Oh, we have enough for the inn, too. Whatever I build here is likely to get destroyed a lot, so I'm not going to build my inn right next to that. Let's build it over here.
Hammer it home!
Hopefully we'll get towers early. In my last run, it was day 6 when I finally was able to draw defensive towers. I don't know. I am here now from the doctor's office. Oh man, I hope everything's okay. Wish my piece still worked. Loving the successors to Majesty. Yeah, there's a couple good ones coming out. It's such a, like, I don't know, underserved genre. It was such a thing. And, you know, I think this is a pretty good one, but you also could do, like, why not a sci-fi one? Why not, like, a modern day one? Like, there seems like there's a lot of design space in the area that no one's really tapped on. Okay, we've got our inn. We've got our forge. Still want to get my Muadins ASAP. Yeah, I'm going to pay for it. We're going to have night here in just a second. Let's speed that back up.
Come to purify evil.
All right, there's Bella, our first Muadin. She's out and about. We should have another, let's see, where was that? Ooh. Okay, there's the Rod of Violet. This is what we have a quest for. That looks a little spooky. I don't think I'm going to force that yet. Let's see if we can find something else to give our guys a little XP on first. Oh, he just went, okay. Okay, here's one point of feedback. The trees need to go into, like, see-through mode a little easier. The same thing happens with the castle. As we upgrade this, the tree gets really big and it's going to be really hard to see the buildings behind it. As you zoom in, it needs to go see-through a little easier. This guy, dungeon, there we go. Yeah, so we, apparently our mage has been going in there. Nope, pause for a second. Our mage has been going in there and exploring it, and he gets gold and XP, and it looks like he found a magic potion, and he found an enchanted blade. And then there's the depths. These are like, kind of like quests, I guess. I can assign a party to go do these. I will totally do that, but I'm not going to do it while we're getting our nightly attack. So, I did say monster wave twice, so I'm guessing we have a second dungeon somewhere. That I haven't, okay, there's one of my expansion spots. There's probably a second dungeon somewhere that's gonna send me another wave. Here it is. So there's probably something incoming from over there. All right, let's, yeah, they're running over here to destroy my farm. So, okay, like I mentioned, these are the farmhouses. These pop up automatically. These are like peasant huts, kind of. So when you click on it, they have income, and that's based, I believe, on their farms. So these are their farms. If these get destroyed, they will rebuild them, but these are the source of our income. So we really would like to protect these things. Here's a sewer grate. Again, this is just automatic. They just spawn. And these will periodically have rats spawn, which is kind of bad because they'll attack things, but kind of good because our adventurers can kill them for XP. So pretty darn nice there. Is this like Majesty Fantasy Kingdom? Yeah, it is. The same kind of city builder, hands-off fantasy ruler type thing. Yeah, and it's got a little bit of the like rogue-like element where we're drawing our buildings and spells, etc., etc. Okay, let's unpause here. I do want to try this rune out. Okay, so deals damage to all targets in selected area. Damage increases permanently with each creature killed by the spell. Okay, so I want to use this spell to finish creatures off. I don't know how much damage it does now, so we're gonna try to like kill skill with our heroes if we can. Let's throw a bounty and see if we can get some heroes over here. Seraph is kind of close.
Stop asking.
Yeah, and see, they're just in there destroying my farms, all my beautiful money. Okay, let's up that bounty a little bit. Hey guys, I kind of need you over there. Okay, and there's some more scum. Man, we are getting absolutely attacked. Holy moly. I'm okay if the farms die. Oh, I really hope the healer doesn't die. You know what? Let's try to help her. I think that might have finished off my hero. There may be friendly fire on that spell. Okay, well, good to know. Let's see. Maybe we're okay. Still 2 out of 2. Recruited Bella, or maybe that just instantly recruited. Okay, now I would prefer if they didn't manage to kill my actual recruiting building.
I couldn't save them.
Oh no. Oh, and it auto-recruited an angel. Uh-oh. Alright. Okay, a little bit of an ouch there. We kind of trickled into that. That was not the best engagement for us. Okay, well, it is what it is. I lost my healers, so I'm going to pay to get another one. We do now have an angel, so I believe we're going to have those angel hunters attack. Hopefully that'll go a little better. We at least have wizards, so I assume wizards have a ranged attack so they can hit the flyers. That was one of the issues that before you couldn't hit them. So they would just stand in the air and destroy everything. Okay, let's actually slow this down a little bit. Let's check our market. Are we ready for upgrades? Okay, we're getting there. I'm gonna do farming economy. I feel like this is the best one. Yeah, it sucks we just lost our farm, but they'll rebuild. They'll rebuild. See, there's already a new one over there. All right, do we have upgrades? No upgrades in that building. Upgrades. Strange crystal. Okay, so I need to find a strange crystal, I guess, to be able to get this defense thing. Heroes training get cheaper over time, but I don't know if there's an upgrade you can get, or if it's just a mechanic. There are some that you can pay for on upgrades, so I'm not 100% certain the rhyme or reason. Like this one, obviously, we get a perk when we get 3,000 gold, so we know how that one works. The inn, not seeing any upgrades for it right now. So party level 2, let's actually make that like 3, and party size is 3. That's fine. Monastery. No upgrades. Okay, the forge. Okay, I need to get to castle level 2 in order to be able to upgrade this. I could buy staff production. Okay, so that would be for wizards, for healers. Allows this forge to produce dark swords for heretic Muadins. I don't know how that exactly works, but that's the upgrade. Magic stick production. Magic stick for moth mages. Great shield production, machete production. I'm not going to spend my money on that right now, but we'll just know it's there. Can I upgrade my castle? That's what I actually want. 1,000 gold. So yes, but I need to wait just a second. J-Rob with the Rex Greed. Well, there it is. Okay, there's enough money. Let's upgrade this. Again, we lose if we lose this building, so I'm kind of incentivized to make sure we don't. And it also unlocks some other stuff for other buildings, so we'll grab that. Oh, we did get a perk point. I think we got that for defeating the wave. Okay, twin volunteers. Recruitment costs 50% more, but 2 units are recruited at once. Your adventurers deal +6 melee damage or a fence. I'm going to take the melee damage. Then we have a quest. I needed to spend gold. Directive, gold must flow. Complete. No. And slay Rot of Violet. Yeah, we're working on that. That's another key. Trade school. Adventurers gain more experience from crafting items. Recruit goblins or little buff boys. New adventurers cost more, but are healthier and stronger. I feel like this is a really good one, but like I said, I just really like getting more classes. So I'm gonna take the gobbo so we can show them off. They have pretty cool combat animations. Okay, so where are you, gobbo? Crypt. Gobbo has 700 gold. Okay. Need to give that a second. Maybe we try. This is just so many dudes. I'm kind of feel like I'm kicking a hornet nest if I attack this. Maybe we don't mess with that still. Where's another border expansion? I thought I saw one. Yeah, that's my dungeon. Here it is. Let's go attack that. Oh. Now that I did that, well, maybe we're going to engage this after all. They'll probably bumble into it. Okay, we'll let that fly. And we'll go forward.
Pretty nice view from up here.
You gonna engage? Yeah, they do seem to make a threat assessment, so you can see them. They keep getting close and be like, yeah, nah, man, that's not me. Maybe not. They will, I believe if there's enough of them around, they'll kind of pluck up their courage. All right, don't worry. Wally's got this. All right, thank you, Wally. Looks like that is a damage aura that he's got on. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill steal again. Actually, let's see if this hurts Wally. It definitely does. Okay, this spell has friendly fire. I just needed to do the science. Sorry, Wally. My bad. Let's check in here. Attack enemies. Okay, I want Wally to do that. Let's brush him up real nice. So I'm spamming left click here. Watch the face up here. So as we do that, yeah, Scrubby Scrubby, what a good boy. What a good boy. Okay, are you gonna do it for me? You're not gonna do it because we're on camera? Okay, he's not feeling it. What about some scratches? How about some scratches? Okay, I'm not sure why that's not clicking over, but that's the idea. This face will look happier and happier. Let me come back into that menu. The face will look happier and happier as you do that. Okay, let's maybe buff allies. I'm gonna do it, but yeah, there we go. That's what I expect. So now he's more likely to buff allies, and there's at least one more face above that. Will you do the attack enemies too? I'm not sure why you won't do this one. There it is. He just wanted more scratches. You know how pet rocks are. Yeah, a little dangerous here. Maybe we will engage this. I have a decent amount of time before night. Okay, let's try it. We'll put in an attack, and we'll add some juice to it. We'll see if that'll be enough to entice somebody to engage. And while he's over here just spamming roots. You know, he seems to get the spells from the classes that we have. That's the zombie aura, and I bet you this is either the druid attack or the wizard spell. I just noticed that. Come on, guys, there's so many of you. Just do it. I believe in you. What if I... Oh. Well, they're not interested. Okay. Well, our spell can clear it out if we have to. Or Wally will take care of it. Wally's like, I got this. I'm out of here. Let's roll. Let's slow that down a little bit. Yeah, he's just dragging those back to town. That's totally fine. Okay, we got some cash. What was it I was going to do? The forge? Actually, you know what? We have so many heroes, I bet you I could upgrade the main castle again. You need 6 heroes, I believe, to be able to upgrade to level 3. 1,500 gold. I'm going to just try to beeline that, I think. We'll be all right. I think they're multiplying. It's best to finish them soon. Oh, you could be right. You very much could be right. Okay, let's do the castle upgrade first. That'll make me feel a lot safer just with that extra HP. And then our spell is at minimum cost, so... Point. I mean, if nothing else, we're leveling this up. I don't know how fast this is going to scale, but this is a great way to farm this spell. Especially if we can get to the point where it one-shots them. Okay, well, they're obviously not interested in that quest. It's too spooky for them. So we'll just have to keep picking away at it. Maybe let's send them into the dungeon here. Do we still have that quest? We do. A level 11 quest. So we'll send No Brain, Sherigan, and I guess Lily? Do it. We'll give it a try. And then the next quest is level 20, so I probably can't clear that one out yet. Okay, yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Alright, let's let that zip along a little bit. Yeah, here's that zombie eating graves.
The most important feature in a partner.
It's only because I have to.
Alright, alright. Would you please level to 2 or something? I'm very concerned that you're level 1. I need some rats or something to pop out that she can just take. Yeah, she's just roaming around. Okay, spell is at minimum again. Yoink. I guess that's the way we're gonna... I do feel like those are expanding, now that you said that. I don't know. That seems very dangerous. Maybe we'll try again tomorrow, but I don't want to do anything too crazy until this next wave hits. Oh, okay, here's one of them. An animate ore vein. And if we go in here, it doesn't tell me what it does, but if I right-click it, we get this. Economy quest. Order your units to earn some gold here. So I'm going to put one on there. I haven't seen anyone complete those, but I assume that's going to get them cash which they can use to buy potions, etc., which will be rather nice for them. Okay, come on, night attack. I know you're coming. Boss incoming. Well, that's not great. You over here? It's human! Oh no. Yeah, I don't see the boss from that angle. This smells like a boss. Level 25 Plague Bearer, Lyrica. Alright, I'm gonna put a big bounty on him, hopefully to encourage people to engage that. 600 buckos, if you'll do it. And I am gonna do my spell just to get it on cooldown, essentially. Alright, come on, team. Come on, team. We're getting banged from all directions here. Okay, I mean, the farms are kind of expendable, but I would prefer if they didn't kill them all. Alright, can I zap all of you? Ooh, I did not one-shot them. Okay, and here comes Plague Bearer. Absolutely ripping my stuff apart. You know what? I'm gonna pay a full price just to get rid of more of those. Be careful, Satchel! Be careful! You too, Bella! Oh, Bella's so dead. Her heal aura is trying its best. I wish I had a heal spell or something. Run, Bella, run! You've done your part! Get in there, Wally! Let's slow this down. Get in there, Wally. Okay, there you go. Now that we've teamed up, Wally's got this. I'm hearing all kinds of things getting destroyed. Oh, my wizard. Oh, my wizard place. Okay, that was a lot harder than the boss I had in my test game. Okay, now we seem to be like we've managed to stem the tide here. Don't forget the Goblin Knight. Yeah. Oh, and Wally just grew up. Be careful who you make fun of in high school. His pet rock might actually be a mystical rock Wukong. I think this is a pretty cool little model. So it's like a rock dude, and he's got like vines growing on him, and he's got like fruit. I think it looks pretty cool. All right. Well, Wally's been hitting the gym, so now we'll be a little better off. Okay. Another thing I do like. So my mage tower got destroyed. I can just click it and rebuild it. I think that's a pretty nice little way to do that. Okay, did we lose anybody from here? No. We're rebuilding that one. Let's also get the Gobbos, like mentioned. Gobbo hideout. Gotta find a space it'll fit. You need all white squares in order to drop a building. And we got a point for surviving. Wizard, give me the defensive tower. Phantom builders, I don't like any of these. I mean, the damage would be fine. I'm gonna spin the reroll. It does keep escalating, so you can only reroll so many times. Adventurers may rescue other creatures from dungeons. Get a discount on every second building. Creatures who attack your structures get burning retaliation. You know what? Let's take Fiery Justice. That would have helped in that situation. Okay. Mage Tower, are we good? Yeah, we still have 1 and 1. Next is the Gobbos. Any upgrades? We get a perk, recruit at least 4 units. Okay, we can work on that. Stealthy, stabby, greedy, and green. A goblin assassin. Doesn't mind grave robbing. I wonder if that means she can get gold from corpses. Likes expensive quests. Cheap and squishy. Likes stabbing everyone in the back. Sure, I'll get a gobbo. And you know what? I think we're just going to get them out and hopefully leveling quick before the next nightfall. 2 gobbos. Yeah, these are cheap. Holy moly. That might be a good starting building if you get that early on in your draws, just because of how cheap they are. Okay, again, let's work on this. Rot of Violet. Alright. Yeah, you see how dangerous they consider this quest. We'll put 500 bucks on it, but what we're actually probably gonna have to do is just keep wiping things out with our spell until it makes the danger low enough our adventurers will come do it. What are you doing, buddy? What's up, Wally? What are you doing? Okay, another thing I should probably be doing is we should probably get some more people into the dungeon. It's only got that level 20 quest. Okay. I don't think I can do that. I haven't found a way to encourage them to explore it. They just seem to kind of decide when they feel like doing it and when they don't. Okay, that burning retaliation is actually pretty good. 9 damage. It'll help clear out those little guys pretty quick, and then that'll make my better people focus on the big guys. Alright, let's just... blast. Oh, man. I wonder if this scales infinitely. Because, yeah, we're up to 30, whatever that is. It seems to be hitting harder. Those creatures are called gods for a reason. They work like in black and white. Yes, they do. Yeah, kind of black and white. Gotta use the Explorer flag? Okay, let's check it. I was doing that in my test game, but I didn't... Yeah, again, the tree. What a bad placement for a tree. Can I put, like, a fence or something? Okay. Yeah. A little weird workaround, but I'll do it. Just so I can see the dungeon. Okay, so Explore flag. So if we right-click, put an Explore flag, we'll leave it at 100 and see if anyone shows up. Right now, the wizard's gone in there twice. Most of them are getting stuck on this quest. Rats begin to swarm. Search the sewers for the hidden rat king? Excuse me? Okay, that's new. How about $300 if you explore the sewer? Very interesting. Do we have a quest right now? Okay, kill him. Stain with blood. We need to... Okay, we need to slay 3 more enemies. We could totally slay 3 more enemies. Just bonk. Yoink. Yep, yes. All right. Defensive tower would be my best pick. Did not get it. Dungeons have a chance to contain rooms full of treasure. Heal ally. Oh, yeah. 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 I'm going to take healing. Saving a high-level adventurer's life is worth a lot of gold to me. We're going to have another wave here momentarily. Alright. I do want to zap. Yoink. Wally really likes that wizard's tower. What exactly are you doing? You're buffing allies. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Anything else to build? We have a mage tower. We can build multiples, by the way, and I might do a mage tower. In fact, let's just do that. The fact that it says it has the defensive upgrade, if I can figure out how to do that, that's kind of, sort of, like a tower. And then we can get another druid and another wizard. I love the idea of actual rat king, but the in real life one scare me. Yes. Yeah. Anyone who doesn't know what a rat king is, it's basically when rats in a rat swarm, their tails get tangled together, like permanently. So you get like 10 rats that are all stuck together and they have to move kind of as one. Kind of creepy. Okay, I will take a druid. I haven't really caught the druid in combat. I would like to do that. Same with the wizard, actually. And I will take a wizard. All right, we do have monster waves. All right, no boss tonight. You get an attack flag.
I have finally reached the light.
Cool. Uh-oh. I hope that wasn't your death noise, Mr. Moth Mage. Wally! Wally, please! You've got to help Wally! Alright, let's see how much damage we're up to. Okay, I think we're gonna get carried by that spell this run. Okay, he did move. He's following someone around trying to buff him, I think. Alright, and I'm still not seeing... Okay, here they are. Let's see. I just want to make sure somebody shows up to deal with this. Okay, they did. Yeah, this damage thing is not terrible. It would kill this archer before he killed the building, at least. That also probably makes my buildings rat-proof, because the rats will die before they finish the building off. Okay, that little root spell is the druid. I see. I did finally catch him in the act. Okay, assuming that having the angel actually did trigger the angel hunters, we should see those today, I think. I think it was day 2 when we got one. These do feel like they're spreading. Yeah, could you just not? All right, I'll do it myself. Fine. I was trying to give you guys money. Magic Echo. All spells you cast have a 50% chance to trigger a second time for free. Turn the blood of dying creatures into gold. I like that. Or an alchemist. You know what? Let's get the building, though. Let's get the building. Again, I just want to show off as many buildings as I can. So we got the laboratory. Again, I don't want to put it where it's going to get attacked if I can help it. So let's hide it over here. And that should make more potions, I guess. Another thing we should do. Where is my forge? Can we upgrade you yet? Yes. Where is the upgrade? Machete. Okay, those are just building. Forge level 2. There we are. Buy that for 400 gold. The inn. No upgrades. I'm just going to go do an upgrade check quick. Gobos. We need to recruit one more, and then we would get a perk. I don't think I can from here, though. Okay, you guys are in. We still don't have a strange crystal. Okay, laboratory. All right, fine. Okay, so this is a building that makes money because it has this screen. So, dwellers. Yeah, and they employ people. So we have Hadis is now a character in our town, and she works here. Upgrades. I can't see what that needed. Probably a level 2 castle if I had to guess. Increases the health, unlocks additional potions. Yes. All right, do it. Our marketplace. Get a perk. Yes. I would like a perk. Thank you for asking. There we go. Upgraded our forge. Now we have a little dragon to run it. There's our perk from the marketplace. Spend and save. Bonus gold up till 500, but then lose it. Discount on second buildings. A bank. Gives additional tax collector and allows adventurers to invest gold. I mean... the greed emote. Dig deeper. Adventurers find more gold and gain more experience in dungeons. Okay. New adventures cost more but are healthier. Allies have a chance to hit twice with attacks. Let's get the buff one. We're a little late on that pick, but that's okay. All right, I am gonna uncheck citizens up here. I don't really care what the citizens are doing. They're gonna kind of manage themselves. I'm more interested in the adventurer parties. So I'll just free up my UI a little bit here. Wally's busy doing rock god things. I mean, the mind of a pet rock, you know? And some greeds from Dalno. Thank you, Dalno. I needed that. I wish I was good at, like, making animations, and I could make, like, a make it rain little thing. Maybe at some point I'll have some free time and I'll try to learn how to do that. That would be amazing. Okay, can we do any upgrades? Enchant weapon with poison. Enchant weapons with quickness. That's attack speed. Do I get both of these, or am I picking one or the other? I'm guessing I'm picking one or the other. Let's get attack speed. Upgrade in progress. Okay, we'll come back and see if we can get the poison also. Okay, just kill the level 10 out of the sewer. What quest do we have? We have no quest. Okay. All right, we did kill the main guy here, but we didn't finish everything off. Let's continue farming power for our spell. This is ridiculous. A ridiculously good combo for that. I have a feeling this spell's really going to carry us through. Oh, here we go. He just bought a potion, or he used a potion, one of the two. It doesn't say he has one. Buying. Oh, he wants to go buy one. He wants to buy better equipment, but he can't decide what to do. Okay, well, good luck, buddy. Decide for yourself. Upgrade. Okay, that wasn't either or, it seems. Forge level 3. Rare materials. Allows the forge to produce items using rare ores such as gold, adamant, and meteoric ore. Okay. I bet you that economic quest I said wasn't doing anything. I bet you they'll sell the ore here, I bet. I'm gonna do that. Let's see what if that actually does that. I'm just going on instinct here. Alright, we have that dungeon there. Those are not the strange crystals I'm looking for. Oh, here we go, a dungeon. Different one though. Vampire Crypt. Slay Count Lombroso. Level 30. We are not ready for level 30. We could take out that Dryad. Lily out here doing some work. Or no, Lena doing some work. Level 6, she just got herself a chest. She is apparently staggered. Okay, so she must have a stealth skill. Back, front. I wish it would show me exactly what abilities they have. Like, what the attack skills or whatever are. Looter, Entertainer. Loots gold during expedition. Improves morale of expedition. Bella. Healer. I just want to double check. Okay, here's another healer. Okay, those traits do seem to be via class. No trait on the zombie. I want to find another goblin to compare. Where my gobos at? All right, here's another Muadin. Healer. Yeah, that seems to be class traits, if I had to guess. And then apparently, so greed's really high, knowledge is high. Not very high on purity, apparently. Interesting. Some fame, some power. Okay, we didn't build the bank. Let's do that. Bank. There we are. Please invest in Greedville here. There we are. I really want to get the defensive towers. That would just make me feel a lot more secure. Alright, and yoink. Alright, this is totally doable, guys. Come just finish these off. As hilarious as it is that I am farming these. There you go. Go handle that. I also feel like I need to find another border rock. I feel like we're missing one. Let's put them up and explore. What are you? Okay, here we go. Adamant Ore Vein. We'll give it an eco quest. I think, didn't I put an eco quest over here? So somebody must have come and done it at some point, because it's not here anymore. Okay. Oh, we got some quests? Apparently not. Oh, I see. Those are taking me to my flags that I have down currently. I didn't notice that before. That's actually really convenient. Okay, there they go. They're cleaning it out. The reason I want them to come do it is they need to kill things to get XP. I don't have the training thing yet. Turning invisible, says Raphael. Okay. Just be invisible then. Sure. Alright, and boink. Okay, yes, I really want my healers to level up so they stay safe. They are not the best fighters. Lena wanted that money. Yep. Citizens are not in anyone's party. Yeah. That's these guys, but I just don't need to see the citizens. They do their own thing. I can't really affect them. If they die, they respawn, so. I want to actually watch you attack. I haven't actually been able to see it. Okay, nice little fireball attack. It's a moth mage named Fluff. Also, I love the animation that he's actually doing like a little like physical component to his spell. That's a nice little touch. And you'd never notice that if you were zoomed all the way out. All right, I'll pay you $100 to kill that snail. Okay, nice. She got at least a level out of that. What are you doing, buddy? You just chilling? I'm not sure I love that buff AI. It seems to make him stand around town a lot. I would prefer he was out here attacking stuff. Okay, let's send a big exploration this way. There we are. I'm looking for more things that'll give us XP. What are you? Thunder ore. Alright. Somebody come get some thunder ore. Oh, the tab also includes the heroes that aren't in a party. Yeah, it does, but I mean, that's on them. And holy moly, Raphael, that's a large party you got there, friend. I do feel like they are much, much safer when they form parties because they go together. Like, they kind of like move as a unit. And if one of them gets really low and retreats, they'll have some people to help cover them a little bit. They seem to have a lot less attrition when they're in parties. Okay, let's go back to the forge. We got any more upgrades? We sure do. Increase forge health. I thought we upgraded the forge to level 2. Oh, no, that's already claimed. Got it. Level 3. Allow the forge to produce items using organic materials such as heartwood, wolf fangs, and slime. Yeah, obviously. Definitely would like that. Okay, it's almost nightfall again. What did you guys go take out? Almost got... Oh, they went and took out the snail. I was gonna say, you almost got it done. Parties are for two things. Someone decides a goal and the others follow. You set a flag and they disband after it's done. Yeah, I think that was that big party we just saw. They came down to do the snail. Okay. Very nice. Okay, here we go. What are you? Monstrous Idol. Okay, I'm gonna wait until after the monster wave. I don't want my whole group down there. But I will go back and we'll do that one next. All right, let's zippy here. We're on day 5. We only need to make it to day 6 in this mode. So we're doing all right. Do we have a quest? Destroy the catacomb, destroy the vampire crypt, destroy the monstrous idol. Okay. We are gonna totally spam those tomorrow. All right, come at me, villains. They want my gold. All right, they're coming from this one too. Where is it? Mordigan. Okay, that's not what I was thinking. Where's the other dungeon? I thought it was right there. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, Great Beast Oz attack. All right, let me give you guys $500 if you kill Oz. And you know what? You guys are looking mighty AoEable. Okay, we hit for about 1,000 with that spell. I can't see how much HP you have. Oh, yes, I can. Well, I can see Constitution. 2070? I feel like that's not actually HP. I feel like that's a different stat. Yeah, it's got to be more. Yeah, it's got to be more. Okay, again, the tree. These really need to go into invisible mode. Let me drop another fence. I'm willing to pay so I can see. Pay-per-view fight here. Bank upgrade? Ooh. Ooh, Dorby, don't threaten me with a good time. No upgrade at the bank. Unfortunately. We do get the extra tax collector. I'm guessing we'll make some money when they actually invest in here, if I had to guess. Apparently, Little Pichu is the voice of the Muadins in this game, but I don't think the lines have been added yet. Interesting. Some of them I really like. My favorite so far is the Mothman, the warrior Mothman. He has kind of like a Western twang to him. That's been my favorite. All right, let's. I think I might have just watched someone die there on accident because I was looking at chat. Are you okay, Mothman? Stay strong. Something died and everyone made a bunch of money. Okay. And then he's gonna eat the grave, I assume? Yes, he did. Oh, he's on fire. I think our mage might have lit our zombie on fire. Oops. Okay, turned off my UI on accident there. There's a key to do that. Press escape? No, that's not it. Whatever that is that R? No, that's not R. Oh, R for recruit, though. Good to know. Forge. Okay, I just want to keep getting the upgrades here. Produce more things? Yes. Yeah, here's the things they're selling. Okay, yeah, look at this. We went and harvested some adamant, and now we have an adamant hammer for sale. We've got some hauberks, vests, ring mail. We've sold 51 items. So, another thing I wish, I don't think it shows me their inventory anywhere. Maybe I'm a little blind here. He's got 75 gold. I wish it showed the inventory. Like, here's a spot where I think it would show potions if they have them. I want to see what's in their inventory. So that, like, I can see, are they buying the upgrades? Is everyone already maxed out and I need to do an upgrade? Okay, there are some rats from the sewer. Oh, there it is. There it is, the shooting tower. Yes, please. Okay, I did say I was going to hit these quests really hard. This is our final day we need to survive, and getting those points would be nice. Let's go take this out. That should be relatively easy. We'll set that up. And we got that vampire down here. Is it you? Yeah, slay the count. All right, it's level 30, which makes me very sketch. So 19, 17, 23. What are we missing? We're missing a tank. I guess it's bones. And a healer? I can't send and a healer. Oh, we already have her in here. Okay. Our highest level goblin? Okay, nope, we're maxed out. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I don't know how the level corresponds with them. Hopefully they'll be okay. Gambate, little guys. Gambate. Alright, you need to go too, because I have a quest. Alright, let's zip along. I want those perk points. I guess also, while we're waiting, archer towers. Although they're not really archer towers, they're cannon towers, to be fair. Okay. I want at least a couple of these. And then same thing on this side. I want probably one near the bank. Every time I'm buying one, the cost is increasing rather drastically. So just be aware of that. Okay. Hopefully the boss will spawn over here. I'm just guessing. Hence I'm putting more towers on that side. Yep. Build it up, guys. Build it up. Are you ready for more? Okay, let's upgrade Gobbos because we have 3 Gobbos. We'll make their gear first. Alright, you guys here? What's going on? Yeah, and you can actually watch this. So, Bat swarms and rakes the party with their claws. Party attacks doing 124 damage. So there is like an auto-battler thing going on here that you can watch. It did say that our goblins increase morale. I'm guessing if we run out of morale, we probably retreat. I'm just guessing. The rafters above are hundreds of bloodthirsty vampire bats. Our morale's dropping rather precipitously. Make me a little nervous. Did we go take care of that? Apparently we did. Yep. Yes. Alright, what do we got? It's all bonus from here. Ornate fences, lightning storm, or stone skin. The more spells you've cast recently, the more powerful the storm? Sure. Okay. Destroy the foul idol? Yep. Rock fences, dig deeper. Adventurers find more gold and gain more experience in there. Or a library. Allows adventurers to learn spells. We'll take the library. Probably too late for that, but alright. Okay, complete expedition urgent mission. Expedition urgent mission. Alright, where is... I keep losing the dungeon on this side for some reason. I'm not sure why. There it is. Urgent mission. You. I've already sent most of my high-level people elsewhere. That's a little sketch. Alright, do it. And I wanted to build my library. This side of town seems relatively safe. Boy, we built all the way to the edge of the map, almost. Well, not really. The original edge of the map. Let's put it that way. All right, what do you got? What do you got, library? Spellbook, strength buff. Allows us to learn strength boosting spell, flame spell, speed boosting spell, fire enchantment. Inspired by the Great Beast Oz. That's super interesting. Did that unlock because we actually fought that boss? If that's actually the case, that's really cool. Otherwise, it might just be flavor named out after them. Learn poison enchantment. Yeah, let's learn the fire enchantment. That sounds cool. All right, and forge. Let's just do the generic level 3. All right, how are we doing over with the vampire? Oh, they got it. They got it. Good job, team. Nice. Okay. I was worried they weren't going to be able to do that. Are the Mothman heroes greedy? I don't remember. I guess we could check one of the wizards, but I think it's class-based, not race-based. Adventures with mana explode on death. Twice? Yeah, it feels bad, man. Or Furry Conduit. Recast your spells to a valid target around your god beast, if there is one. That's a lot of friendly fire. I think we're going to reroll. I'm not impressed with that. Trade school volunteers, but a scratch. All right, we'll take but a scratch here. This is our final day that we need to survive, so if we can get a hero to live, that's great. All right, archer towers, no upgrades. All right. Anyone come down here and learn a spell yet? Okay, I bet you these are one-offs. We learned the fire one. Let's do a strength buff. All right, forge, upgrade. Diamond strength enhances armor produced by this forge to greatly resist damage. Or swiftness, increase speed. Let's take less damage. Okay. Alchemy, let's look. Laboratory upgrade. No, I didn't. So we can have speed, keen eyes. Okay, speed is good, or damage. You know what? Let's just go all in on damage resist. We have the Muadins who have a AoE heal, and we have healers. So by lowering the damage they take, it gives them more time to heal them, is my thought process. Upgrades. Okay, apparently that's it for them. Forge, upgrade. I wish I could queue upgrades also. Just another food for thought. Library. Okay, allow students of the library to learn a poison enchantment. Sure. So it seems like if something costs 0 gold, you're making a choice. You get one of these choices. If it costs other amounts, then you can pay to get them. Jmont says, seems like a fun game. I just need a little more JRPG story for this type of art style. There's another mode too, where the heroes are a lot more precious. It's harder to replace dead ones, and it's like I guess it's like a never-ending mode. I agree. What this really reminds me of, the art kind of reminds me of like Wok Fu. I've never really gotten into that, but I recognize the art because I see it around. Are we going to do astronauts later? Not today. Today's technically my day off, but I wanted to do this on launch. Tomorrow will be Dominions, and we'll probably do astronauts on Saturday evening. That's probably the plan. Subject to change, of course. I could change my mind, but I do generally, if you're not on the Discord, before I go live, 99% of the time I remember, I do an @everyone in my announcement channel. So if you want to know when something's coming up, you can check that. And that's kind of like a 10-minute warning usually. Okay, here we go. The final countdown. Okay, I'm not seeing the boss here. Well, let's throw a couple attack flags just to make sure we're aware. Random rats. Okay, we've got Ken and Ripley. And we'll just throw some more. Is that it? That looks very like we can handle that very well. It didn't say boss, so I guess we're gonna be okay. All right, we'll see. Yeah, now that we've got these towers, I'm a lot less worried. And I'm doubly less worried. Boink. We hit for 1,000. I'm much less worried now that I can wipe out some of these guys. And I have lots of gold saved up for this, so... Yep, goodbye. This spell was run-defining, I feel. Alright, this seems to be the main fight. Who do we got? We got Bones and... Slow that down. Bones and Taran, and they've dominated it. Absolutely dominated it. Yeah, I think we're all right. I mean, there's some random rats around, but that's not going to cause any problems. Yep, we did it. Go ahead and fast forward. We do need to, I believe, when we finish the day, I believe that's our victory. So, what are we doing? Hour and 17, so about an hour for a run, I would say, which is pretty good. Definitely still need some more content, which, you know, it just entered early access. Let's be fair, but I do think it needs a little bit more, so you have more variety between each run. I have not done the endless mode yet. Something I would like to do at some point. But I think it's a great start. It's running a lot better than it did in the demos. Like noticeably so. I'm on the exact same machine that I was using it before. It definitely runs a lot nicer. I haven't had any crashes. The biggest problem I had during the demos, things would get stuck. Like my God Beast would get stuck. I haven't seen that at all, so that seems to be fixed. Very happy with that. Reminds me of Majesty, and you make that. Yep. I think that's the easy comparison, and I think it's correct, right? Like this is definitely inspired by Majesty, a Majesty-like, which is totally good. Like we really needed a good game in that, I guess I'll call it genre, where it's like city builder god game, something along those lines. And there's our victory, and I leveled up some more. I don't know if this level actually does anything, but there you go. I'm level 21. You can obviously click provide feedback if you want to give them some heads up on something you saw. Hopefully the dev popped in here for a second earlier, so hopefully they've watched this and seen what I saw. I wish I could click around on this screen. I'm gonna click it. Okay, no, it's opening a web page for me, which is fine. I will give them some feedback there, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to click things. So a couple things. We are missing a few tooltips. Like some of the equipment just had a blank little scroll. It didn't say what it did. I'd like to see, like, when I click on a hero, I want to see what their abilities are. Like for the Goblin, it should say like backstab and give me some notes. And then it should say go invisible and give me some notes. I'd like to see their inventory there too, so I can see what they bought, what they found in a dungeon, you know, if they find a cool sword or something, just to add more flavor to that. And I'd like to see more expansion on them doing stuff. Right now, they kind of go shopping and they hang out at the inn. I'd like to just see more interactions, like, you know, going around planting flowers and then like another class can use them or something. Things like that. Just the little, like, you could just watch it like it's an ant nest, and you could just watch them do stuff. And when you're in those like downtimes between waves and whatnot. But very good. Like I said, technical problems basically haven't had any. It's run very smooth. I think it's a good launch. So congratulations to Can-Can-A-Man. I think you have a nice start here. We'll probably come back in a while and we'll probably take another look at the game once it has a little bit more dev time. So this has been a bonus stream bonus. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make a decision if you'd like to see it. In the description, I have a link to their Steam page. I believe the game right now is $19.99. There's a little bit of a launch discount. Maybe don't quote me on that. Go check it for yourself if you're interested. And yeah, fun game. I absolutely love the theme song. Yes. So we can go back. I absolutely love that theme song. This really sets the mood. I just have to say again, whoever worked on the music, big props. You really got me with this. If you haven't watched the trailer video that uses this, go watch that too. Very, very good. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me and the bonus stream. Hopefully you found this informational or entertaining or both, and I will hopefully see you in another stream. As I mentioned, I stream quite a lot right now. The next stream for me is tomorrow at 4 p.m. PST will be Dominions, And then on the weekend, we have Rimworld, Wandering Sword, and Ostronauts right now. Probably starting another game series in there somewhere too. I've been having some internet problems. I don't really want to start something new until I get those resolved. So I'm kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern at the moment, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Enjoy your Thursday. I'll see you guys. Have a great Friday. If I don't see you today, babble out.